My name is Grace Harkins, and my wish is to be an actress.
I think Grace is just really a special gem. I think that she has the biggest heart. And she's funny. Oh my gosh, if you spend a lot of time with her, she's got a great personality. We were actually at the Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta, and Grace just was not doing well. It was on our radar to be looking out for something.
When I was in my 20s, I was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. And then so we had always been looking out at the kids to see, just to, make sure they didn't have any symptoms or anything.
Grace was just throwing up all the time, going to the bathroom nonstop. And I knew that something was seriously wrong when the child would not eat a popsicle. It was at that moment that I told my husband, we've got to take her to the ER.
That first hospital visit, just the screaming in pain, I don't think I'll ever be able to forget that.
Like I said, we had a gut feeling about this, but it's a whole different ballpark when you're at the ER and they're telling you your 10-year-old is gonna need a colonoscopy, endoscopy. I was like, I wasn't prepared for all of this.
Went through all the tests, and at the end it was, they said it was Crohn's. When you see your child suffering, crying when she's in pain and getting sick every time she goes to the bathroom, and it's hard. It's hard to see your child suffer.
That hospital stay was probably the first time where we seriously almost lost Grace.
It was awful. Due to the hospital's procedures and stuff and policies, I wasn't able to stay overnight with her. I hated it.
And the crux came when Grace began throwing up blood. And when I saw the rush of doctors coming into the room, as I said, she's now vomiting blood. At that time, I didn't know that it could get worse.
She had about a year and a half ago a diverting ileostomy where they disconnected the large intestine from the small intestine. That was to give the large intestine time to rest and heal, but it hasn't really healed.
Grace began having the most severe back pain ever. This child would wake up in the middle of the night screaming in pain. Immediately they ordered MRIs. We had a bone biopsy. I remember when they sent her away I go stay as far with her as I can. And I remember going by, I was like, let me go by the window and see where they're at if I see anything. And I remember that, Grace really loves Loveys, and I remember walking by there and seeing her little Lovey that she had in there, and they had left it on the gurney in the hallway. Just really broke me to see that it was just like a floppy little, I think it was her bunny, floppy bunny sitting there. Grace was then diagnosed with something called CRMO, and it's extremely rare bone disease that only 1 in a million kids have.
She just had a lot to go through for a 10-year-old for the last 5 years.
The idea came to me for Make-A-Wish. It was a dark season for us, and we really just at that time, we just needed some light, some hope, some goodness.
So Make-A-Wish grants the wishes for children who have been diagnosed with a critical illness. We have a meeting called our Wish Collab, and Darby had shared that Grace had a wish to be an actress for the day.
So I first learned about her through the other Wish coordinator giving me some background on her wish, on her family dynamic. In the beginning, I wasn't so sure what I wanted to do. A part of me kind of wanted to do it because I kind of wanted to be an actor when I grew up. So I was like, great starting practice right there.
So it was very cool. We don't often get wishes like that, and so it was an opportunity for the whole team to share ideas, brainstorm, and talk about how we can make Grace's wish very special.
I can kind of relate to her. I used to do theater in high school, and so that it's kind of exciting. I think maybe if I had a wish, it would be somewhere along the lines of this as well.
And so when they first called us and told us we were going to grant Grace's wish, it was like birthdays and Christmas and everything wrapped up into one.
I remember my mom was on a phone call and she seemed really excited for some reason, which I'm like, that's weird. And she said, your wish was granted. I'm like, Wait, what? I felt like really happy because I wasn't expecting it to be like this soon. I'm like, what? It really was?
And from there, our wonderful wish coordinator, Darby, talks to Grace, talks to her family to really determine what she envisions for her wish experience. And so what does it mean to be an actress?
One of our board members actually had a contact for an acting coach.
So they reached out to us and said, hey, do you know some folks who could collaborate? Could you support her work and making her feel absolutely like a working actor and going through that whole process?
And from there is where I got to connect with Robin, our director for the short film.
I got a call one day from an actor named Jordan Woods, and he wanted to know if I'd be interested in granting this wish for Grace. And I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Of course I'd be interested. So I got on a call with Make-A-Wish, and everybody was talking about how we're gonna make this happen for Grace. It was so exciting, and I was so grateful to be a part of this. So we got off that call, and I cried because you don't ever want somebody to have to make a wish. But if they do, to be the one chosen to grant that wish for them and be a part of this and be a part of their lives is just the most incredible feeling.
So when we first heard that her wish was going to be granted, I was thinking it was something like small scale, like just a little video shoot, and just hearing like the scale and 50 people working on it, and it's amazing.
Sounds so great.
We can't do what we do without the support of local businesses, with local individuals. It really takes a whole community to make wishes come true, and that is the case with Grace's wish as well.
Just getting to hear from the Wish kids and from their parents, it's emotional and it's exciting, and just being able to see those smiles, you can't not smile looking at them.
I was ecstatic. She definitely wants to be an actress, and that she gets to do something that she wants to do is awesome.
If it's something she wants to pursue in the future, then, I'm behind her. So her whole family will be behind her.
I think a big challenge for her is not attaching her identity to her disease, not resting in that, but to keep living life, and having to push yourself, like when you are tired, like not let life pass you by.
I'm being honest, everything hurts, my hands, my foot,
The very first time I met Grace was over a Zoom call, and she was actually in the hospital at the time. So it was amazing to see her happy and resilient and just handling the situation beautifully. But when I got off the call, I recognized that this is her life. This is her life, and I have an opportunity to give her just a few days on set to help her forget about that for a moment and just be Grace.
And I think our biggest, asset or the treat with working with Grace was that she was so warm and enthusiastic. Like, she's somebody who's just truly in love with this industry and the work of being an actor. So it was kind of nice that in spite of any challenges of being new or less experienced, that she just brought that joy that made it really easy.
What makes me special is that I have a huge heart and compassion for everyone.
When I first read this script, I'm like, wow, the writer was really good. I'm like, I could make this up myself because I'm not that good of a writer.
When I sat down to write the script for Specialty, it was a lot harder than I expected. It felt like there was a lot on the line. I wanted to do right by Grace. I just wanted to make sure that I was empowering her enough and that I was giving her the opportunity to really connect with this character.
It's about this girl named T who has these crutches because she can't fully use both her legs well. She's trying to get through her life just normally as possible. And there's this kid making rude comments about her, and she doesn't want to be seen by her crutches and her harder time to walk. I relate to her because she's been going through probably some hardships, and she has a big heart like I do.
So I think one of the cool things about working with Grace on this particular script and on this particular project is that I think she immediately sort of connected to the character, immediately was like, yeah, I get this. She was just somebody who at no point by the time we were done or at any point in the process was really doubtful of her ability to do that.
I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous because I'm very camera shy, but I also like being on camera. I guess that can relate to some people, but it's just like, oh my gosh, I'm on camera. Oh my gosh, I'm on camera. We're watching you. Always watching.
I wanted to do this film because growing up, I had sickle cell and I was really sick, and I had the opportunity to make a wish myself. And so I thought it was really cool to be able to assist somebody else's wish and even like continue to dream, because, you know, I didn't even know I'd be standing here today.
I hope that Grace's dream comes true. Her dream was to you know, be on a film set and act in a movie. And, you know, I want her to feel like a celebrity and feel special.
Getting to work on this production to help fulfill a wish for Grace is probably a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It's really lovely to get to see how much she's enjoying this process, and that we're doing everything we can to help her truly feel like a star so that this wish can be even better than what she had dreamed of.
When Grace was in my makeup chair, she was very excited. Apparently she had only gotten her makeup done by her mom before, so it was such a really cool experience for her. And then whenever I was doing her foundation, she was like, oh, this feels so good. And I love to pamper people, especially whenever they really deserve it.
I didn't think you could be any prettier.
I think a lot of people go about their daily lives and it's smooth sailing. You know, it's just easy. You get up, you complain about having to wake up early or go to work or the traffic or whatever, but I think a lot of times we lose focus and we lose perspective that there's a whole bunch of people, a whole lot of kids that don't have it easy. To be able to participate in helping someone else, to just give them something that might make them smile, to take their mind off of their daily struggle, I think that's important.
We had 18 teenagers on set who she immediately bonded with. When you're in and out of the hospital and you're constantly dealing with medical issues, you don't get to engage with other teens. It was just an incredible thing to watch and just to see her shine and glow in that element.
I felt being like the lead was kind of cool and kind of like scary at the same time, because all the attention goes to you. I was really excited, but also very, very terrified.
Grace is excited as all can be. She's bringing the joy to me too. You know, just seeing her face light up and being around the camera. And, you know, she feels super comfortable, and I think that's, you know, good for her, and it's special.
Been working with Grace has been wonderful. She is just like a little spark plug. She's just spunky and always has a smile on her face. She's got like the perfect attitude for film, I must say.
It feels great working with Grace. She's really, really sweet. She's really happy. She's talked to everybody. She said her favorite part was meeting people, and I thought that was so sweet.
I really was excited to meet everybody, because like one thing of a film is like meeting everybody who's gonna help make it.
Oh, she's super sweet. Like, I had a conversation with her. She's really nice, very humble. Like, she's a really down-to-earth person to talk to. Like, it was great. Yeah.
I think that Grace will get a lot from this experience. I mean, it's on set, it's so different than from what you expect, but it's so much more fun and interactive, and just bonding with some of the members of the cast and just having a good time and being in this movie it's gonna be awesome.
I hope that Grace gets a great film that she can look back on with a lot of pride. What she's doing is very inspiring for all of us, including myself. I think that the fact that she's starring in her own film is really awesome.
Well, from this experience, I've got to work with plenty wonderful people, work with Grace, seeing how courageous she is, how brave she is, how wonderful person she is. I think that's one thing that I hope everybody gets, is that when they see someone who's sick, we don't judge them based on their disability or their sickness or whatever they're going through, but on the person itself.
I would tell people about working with Grace and Make-A-Wish that it was just moving and just as special, I think, for me and hopefully the rest of the crew as it is for Grace. It's been such a pleasure getting to meet her and be part of this wish and just do what I love, but for a great cause.
Oh, woo, okay, so we did it. Thank you guys so much for being a part of something so special.
Of course.
This has been an incredible experience from start to finish, and what an amazing thing to have 60 plus people come together to make one girl's wish come true. So what'd you think?
That was awesome.
So I would like to officially let you say,
That's a wrap. I felt like really excited and like my heart melted when like everybody was cheering for me. Like it felt really good saying it's a wrap.
being on this journey with Grace and her family has been so amazing. I got involved to help a young lady, but in turn it gave me so much more. I got to watch this young lady shine. I got to watch her just be so happy and in her element.
I would want to say, like, thank you for spending your time for this film, and I would, like, literally hug everybody working on it.
I just want to, thank everyone who had a part in it, and just for taking the time out of your days and just to reach out to a little girl and to bless her.
Thank you so much for helping my amazing younger sister.
I just would want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you for impacting not only Grace's life, but our family's life as well. It brings such joy to this mama's heart to be able to see Grace like on fire and lit up and excited, and that she's getting to do something that lots of teenage girls would absolutely love to do. And I know that it will forever leave a mark on her life that she got to have this experience. This will be one of those red letter days that she'll always remember and be able to tell her kids and talk about it, the experience that she had. So I would just say from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
I guess this makes me feel like I can share a little piece of myself and show how our disabilities or our illnesses shouldn't keep us from doing what we love or care about. Because I know there's people who discourage people about doing their dreams. And I say, don't get discouraged about what people say. Just throw those things out the window because they don't matter. Just do what you love and don't let anything hold you back from what you want to do.
Got it, T.
Z, what was up with Mom this morning? She was acting like I was 5 years old again.
You know how Mom can be, T. She's ridiculously overprotective of you. And you know you'll always be her little itty bitty baby.
Stop it.
Don't they have special schools for people like that? I mean, come on.
Hey!
What? No, come on, take your time. I'll be waiting right here for you.
Let me handle this, T.
Yeah, T, let him handle this.
You know what is special about me, Cam?
Yeah, I can see it. We can all see it.
T.
I've got this. What is special about me is that despite needing these crutches, I'm a straight A 4.0 student in all honors and some AP classes. I swim faster than most people who have full use of both their legs, and I can speak 3 languages. But what's really special about me is that I have a huge heart and compassion for others, even when they don't deserve it.
So, Cam, these crutches are the least special thing about me.
Whatever. T, that was amazing. You're incredible. I wanted to punch that little smug face of his.
If I wanted to do that, I could have done it myself. Give him the old... But sometimes the hardest ones to love are the ones who need it the most.
Oh, yes, wise one. Can you repeat that in each of the 3 languages you speak? T, get up.
Z, get out.
No, seriously, T, you have to get up.
What is it? Which girl did you trick into liking you this time?
No. Hey. You are blowing up online right now.
What are you talking about?
Yesterday when you stood up to camp, somebody must have been recording it and, well, they posted it last
A
night.
huge heart and compassion for others.
I mean, look at that. It's got thousands of views. People are even hashtagging it Special T.
That's crazy.
Oh, and there's one of your favorite creators.
Yeah.
Do not overnight Edward Burillo.
Justin.
UCCI is now what makes me special.
Justin.
What makes me special.
Justin.
My specialty. Justin, I've called you 4 times. What are you got for something? You're special, man. How are you doing? What is this? I'm sorry, everyone, that you're special. What is your specialty? My specialty is my hand. Don't let anyone bully you. Now it's your turn. What is your specialty? Hashtag my specialty.
No way.
That's so
I know how
You
you
made a
feel.
video too.
I could never have the gut to stand up to someone like how you did. I stand with specialty.
Talking about specialty. See, that's how you treat a bully.
I checked my phone and hashtag specialty is blowing up.
I have a huge heart and compassion.
So I was scrolling today and I noticed this hashtag called specialty. Hey, have you seen that hashtag specialty?
All you need to remember is a simple word, specialty.
Just wanted to take a moment and recognize our girl Tina.
She is so cool.
Tina is such a girl boss. You guys need to go check her out.
They call her specialty. She's got a disability and she stood up to her bully. Kudos to her, I'm cheering her on.
Because that's fire how you did it. I could have never done that.
I just came across the hashtag specialty video and I am blown away by that girl's bravery. Spreading the word about anti-bullying is incredible.
We all have differences, but that's what makes us awesome. Have you seen Specialty? She's amazing, so be nice.
If you haven't seen it already, I'll post a link down below. Go check it out. Why don't you guys drop your thoughts about it in the comments below. My specialty is making beautiful ball gown dresses and I want to know yours.
For me, I feel like what makes me special is ceramics. What about you? If you want to post a video, use hashtag specialty.
This is what I love about our generation. We're not afraid to stick up for ourselves. And you, Specialty, you are amazing.
Specialty rocks. She's like an inspiration to every single girl around the world. I mean, snaps for that.
I'm V Spear for TikTok's Under the Desk News. A beautiful story of strength and resilience is circulating online, and it's all thanks to a local Orlando high school student. She was caught on film standing up to a bully who dared to criticize her forearm crutches, claiming they were the only thing that made her special. The video has now made its way around social media, and the viral hashtag specialty is trending, with millions of teenagers cheering on the young trailblazer. Well, T, all of us here at Under the Desk News think you're pretty special too. That's all for now. Have a great day.
Hey,
What do you want, Cam?
I made this.
Is that for me?
Yeah. Hey, would you wanna maybe hang out sometime or something?
Cam, I have a big heart, but I have an even bigger brain.
You are pretty special, T.